A circumstance can only hold you back if you make it relevant, if you say it's relevant. So what has happened is relevant to what I can achieve. So you may, hear the saying circumstances don't matter and believe that, but making them matter in your own life, the only reason you're doing that is by thinking about them because everything's in your mind. Circumstances are just in your mind. Something's happened, it's not happening now, it's in your mind. So that is how it then impacts your manifestation, because you do bring it in. What generally happens is we decide to manifest something. Okay, we go like, circumstances don't matter, fine. I'm going to affirm. And maybe you affirm for a week and you feel really good. And then you look for that result and you don't see the result. So you decide that it's because of the circumstances, of course, because this person said this and this person said that. So then you start making circumstances important. I'm not saying we dismiss them as in we don't care about them anymore, because that's just not possible in lots of cases, is it? Things happen in life and they impact us, they affect us. But what you do need to do when you're manifesting something different is really, with conviction, decide that these circumstances is just a word, these circumstances are not going to stop you. Absolutely not. So you make a clear instruction to your subconscious mind. I understand that these things have happened, and you will not use them as a reference point to manifest from. They will not be used. I dissolve them, I delete them, any of that stuff. I always use the term reference point. I always say to my subconscious, do not use this as a reference point, because then I know that I've set a really clear instruction and it's going to do whatever I tell it to do with conviction. But I have to mean it, and then I have to know that if I keep going back to those circumstances, then all I'm doing is holding myself in the energy of I cannot manifest because of this. That's what's happening. That's how it's translated. I can't do it because this is getting in my way, or that's getting in my way. You have to know that you are leaving this reality behind. It's not going to be yours anymore. So all you're doing is having another experience of reality. So it doesn't matter that somebody has said this to you and somebody has said that to you. Now, I've had different experiences in life. Sometimes I've shifted in reality, and then the person who said whatever they said to cause what I would call a circumstance has no memory of that, or seems to, or they haven't prodded at it that much. And sometimes that's not the case, but I'm still experiencing a different version of reality. When I did this, with a guy way back, and the story I've told many times, so I am not going to tell that story again, but I said to him about what he had said the day before, and he did remember it, but he didn't get it. He didn't understand why he had said it. He totally didn't get it. He goes, I know I said it, but I don't know why I said it. He had no idea why he had said it, and he'd said it with so much conviction just the night before. So, you're experiencing a different version of a person based on the outcome that you want. So this is your reality. Think of everything as being your reality. Don't worry about how that works, because who knows how it works, but I think like that. This is just my reality. I don't consider it to be anybody else's reality but mine. And sometimes I think about it and I think, so does that mean that, Jeremy has got his own reality and something different is happening there and there's a different version of him? I don't know. And I don't really, years ago when I was young, the things I used to think, I used to get lost in all of this stuff. This stuff has always been a big deal to me, even when I was a child and I didn't know what it was. But I used to just analyse everything, how everything started and how did it start from nothing and where did nothing start and all of that. I don't do any of that anymore, because that will just tie you up in knots and won't get you anywhere. You'll never understand it. We will never understand whatever this is. And if it is indeed a simulation, as some people say, we've probably been programmed to never know. So what is the point in kind of bashing your head against a brick wall? Just accept the magic of it, accept it's weird. If a physicist says that there is superposition and then infinite versions of us, then I can accept that. I can go, yeah, that really works for me. I'm on with that. Okay, cool. Who am I going to be today? Who do I choose today? What version of me do I choose to be today? And maybe that's something I want, and then I'm bringing myself to the outcome of what I want, or maybe it's a version of me that I want to bring out. Maybe I'm not feeling so great and I don't want that, and I choose a different version of myself with force. So I would reject. So let's say I wake up and I don't feel great. I'm going to reject that version of me. I kind of accept it in the moment. I accept that I feel like this right in this moment, but I reject it. I reject it, push it away. This is the version of me I want to be today, and I can do that. That's taken practice. But again, this stuff is worth it if you take the time to practice with the boring stuff, because it is a bit boring, isn't it, that kind of thing. You'll find that you can use it with absolutely everything. But again, a circumstance, past event, nothing more. Don't make it relevant. You make it relevant by rationalizing. You make it relevant by talking to your friends about it. Yeah, but this and but that. Even if you're not talking to them about manifestation, it's so easy to make a circumstance relevant. And as soon as you do that, it is, think of everything you say to yourself as an instruction to your subconscious mind. And it's taking all of that and it's running with it, because it doesn't know how to do anything else. It isn't designed to do anything else but take your instruction, whether you know you're instructing it or not. You're leaving a circumstance behind. You're leaving it. You're shifting into a different reality. Now, I never, ever, ever these days consider a circumstance. If I want something and something has happened which would dictate no, absolutely no way, then I don't care about that. I go, it's funny because I just don't have that feeling anymore. I don't have any feeling that that would impact what I want, because I really do feel that I'm having another experience of reality. So it is completely irrelevant. I've done it too many times now to think anything different, especially with the revision thing that I did. I think it must have been about 18 months ago thinking about it. And it was so major for me that it doesn't make any sense at all. Didn't make any sense. And I thought, wow, it's just that powerful momentum around what you want to experience that's key. Nothing else matters. It's feeling what you want to experience and knowing that everything is possible. So you're not resisting any other possibility, but you are rejecting them. No, I know I go like that, but internally I feel myself doing that and bringing myself then in like this. That's how it feels internally to me. Bringing myself to it, regardless of any circumstance. They don't come into my head when I'm thinking about this. They're not there. I feel them sort of on the periphery, I suppose. And I just know that they are not going to get in my way. And the more you do it, the more you will know the same. And it won't be, you know, obviously things happen. We have a reaction to them. We feel a certain way about them. But then we have to look at what we want. Is that feeling that we're having about them and that reaction? Can we change our perception? Because actually it is going to impact what we want if we keep doing that. If you can't change your perception, you've got to go, okay, I appreciate that this has happened, but that is just a version of reality, and just talk to your subconscious mind and tell it what you want to achieve and what you don't do and don't want it to do. I do not want you to manifest from this reference point.